You know, Black people are a generous community, a loving community. We're feeling all that right now. That would raise everyone. There would be opportunities for everyone, because people that have experienced trauma, pain, and oppression would not oppress people outside of that. I mean, not typically, you know? So, yeah, let's bring it. I say bring it on all day, every day. You know, put the credit cards in the mail. Put the credit cards in the mail.
To the original beautiful Black queen who started this whole thing for us redheads, if you are ever in the Portland area or surrounding area of Washington and Oregon, and you need a ride from the airport, you need a ride anywhere, you need to pick you up, you need some food, you need anything, you got a seat at my table, I have a spare room, you are welcome in my house, sis. Anytime. You don't know what you kicked off in our life. Oh, I told myself I wasn't going to get emotional. You don't know what you've done for us. You always have a place in my house.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is something really special, a special moment that is touching hearts all over. The redheads have often been misunderstood or isolated in their communities, but finally they are finding some peace, solidarity, warmth, and even deep emotional connection after being welcomed by the Black folks into their communities. I know you may not always have heard about it, but many redheads, especially those in overwhelming and diverse spaces, they have experienced isolation, microaggression, ridicule, from school bullying to constant joke about their appearances, to a point that many of them are now carrying emotional scars. But after being welcomed by the Black folks in the community, when a certain Black woman said that all redheads, all gingers are Black people, they are feeling that deep emotional connection to the Black community, and some of them right now are understanding the pain, the hardship that the Black folks have been experiencing for all those years in the United States, and they're also sharing their experiences and the hardship that they faced in their community. So guys, without further ado, let's dive in and kindly give the video a thumbs up.
We just got invited into their house, so take off your shoes, don't make a mess, be polite, okay? We're in their home. Hey Red Velvet crew, this is a PSA. What we're not gonna do is fuck this up. This has been extremely healing for a lot of us. Everyone has been so welcoming, and it's been such an amazing healing journey. Red hair, not red hats, so y'all can see yourself out. If you never respected that community to begin with, you don't get in now. That doesn't make sense. If you see social injustice happening, you step in. It is our job to fight alongside and protect our new family members. I see a lot of items coming out about the movement, which is great. I would like for our role to be to support our Black cousins, okay? Let's not take a word that they have used their creativity to give us and profit off that. And what else I would like to see is if you have a certain skill, like say you are a screen printer or something and somebody wants to make a shirt, someone in the Black community would like to make a red velvet shirt or something like that. If you could help get them started, that would be amazing. If you know how to make a website and you can help a small business out, that would be amazing. I'm an affiliate on my other page, so what I try to do is really support and promote Black-owned businesses, especially Black women-owned businesses. Now that we are a part of this community, this is when the real work starts, and you are going to treat these people like your family. I think the biggest thing is we need to listen to what they're saying and not assume you know anything. And for the most part, everyone's doing really great. There's been a couple outliers that they were no good to begin with. So this isn't just an invite to the cookout. I see it as an invite to the protests, to the rallies, to anywhere I would want to help my brothers or sisters. I'd also really like to see some collabs. Like, I would love to see like some ginger collabs with some musical artists. I think that would be really cool. Food wise, that would be really cool if if two people have been wanting to start up their catering business or something and they got together. I love those ideas. I've seen a girl talking about, oh, I want to dye my hair red now. Where were you in high school and middle school, girl? Probably calling me fire crotch. Get out of here with that. Imposters be impostoring, y'all. So be on the lookout. I saw a few Black creators on here actually saying, if you're a ginger, y'all need to start recording videos. This is the time to make your bag. You know, you're right. But this is also the time gingers can help Black people make their bag too. This needs to be us coming together. I think this should be a unified, this should be a time of networking and like making real connections. I really believe that. So go out, seize the day, make sure to support your Black brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties, uncles. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, I saw a Black creator saying something. I'm going to tag her. Her name is Mel. She was saying that, dear redheads, we need y'all to have 10 feet down for the Black community. All hands on deck, basically, is what that means, right? Okay, so I saw a lot of gingers in the comments, redheads saying, oh, we've been down and we've been down. And here's the thing, I'm sure some of you have, okay? What she's talking about is something called microaggressions, okay? We're not talking about overt racism, okay? We're talking about microaggressions. A lot of us redheads have been sharing microaggressions, right? That's like, does the carpet match the drape? Oh, you must be a freak. These are microaggressions, right? And they hurt, but the Black community has experienced them since, like, imagine, you know, everyone in your family at 2 years old, like, you know, it's just not the same. Our microaggressions don't hurt as bad because we still have privilege, okay? But we're starting to understand a little bit more, right? And what I'm saying is, like, help the Black community with microaggressions, okay? Like, they're not asking us to be Black and proud, okay? What they're saying is, could you be a shield to some of these aggressive behaviors from the other folks, okay? And my deal is, like, I have a petty Betty part, okay? And so I love doing that because, watch out, I love to call somebody out on some stuff. Like, so here's an example, right? I was at the Beyonce concert this weekend in Chicago. Thank you for the amazing show. Thank you to all the Beehive that were there. That was like, I could go off for days. But, you know, the hotel was like all Beyonce'd out. The music going through the speakers was Beyonce. They had balloons, you know, for Beyonce, red, white, blue, all this stuff. It was a vibe, right? And I was on the elevator. It was me, a Black woman, and then all of a sudden this older boomer white lady got on. And I had a cowboy hat with bling on, you know, and she looks at both of us and she was like, I didn't know, like, what is going on? What's going on? What is all this? And I just kind of like moved myself in between this woman and the Black woman, who was not making eye contact, but shifting my body a little bit was like me saying, I got this, don't even engage, okay? And I looked at the woman square in the eyes. I said, oh, you didn't know that people dressed up for events? Never. You didn't hear Beyonce and the speakers the whole time you've been staying here? And she was like, well, she's like, well, I just didn't understand about the cowboy hats and the boots. And I said, well, that's because Beyonce has a Grammy award-winning country album. And when I said country album, she said like country, like she nodded like she knew. She knows. She's being microaggressive, right? So I said, yeah, you know, checked her a little bit, got off the elevator. And when I tell you, I never looked at that other woman on the elevator, but I could feel the energy. I could feel the sigh of relief, like, oof, I don't have to tackle that today. Okay, and that's what they mean. Be a little bit of a shield. Black women deserve that. Okay, and we're starting to learn that we have had microaggressions toward us. Imagine how that feels times 1,000. So, can we still, boycott Target? There's tons of things we can do, but I personally think those microaggressions, like, let's block those a little bit. Let's give Black women a chance to breathe, okay? Because they certainly deserve that. Dear Redheads, I think this is an important comment because, we want to be invited to the cookout, but would you advocate for reparations? Personally, I would, and here's why. Number one, did you know that Black World War II veterans were promised the GI Bill? When they came back, they were denied the GI Bill, okay? Pair that with redlining and how Black Americans were denied loans, basically denying them generational wealth within this country. My grandfather's father or grandfather, I don't know, somebody got a GI Bill. My dad got a GI Bill, and now I'm a homeowner. Wonder why. Generational wealth was denied. And this country was built on the backs of Black slaves. So yes, I do believe in reparations. There's another reason though, because we're seeing, like, redheads, we're feeling all this love right now. Like, what do you think that economic, money would do for the economy? Like, would do for all of us? Black people are a generous community, a loving community. We're feeling all of that right now. That would raise everyone. There would be opportunities for everyone, because people that have experienced trauma, pain, and oppression would not oppress people outside of that. I mean, not typically, so yeah, let's bring it. I say bring it on all day, every day. Put the credit cards in the mail.
So guys, welcome back. I hope you've heard whatever they said on those clips. If you keenly listen to them, you can honestly feel that right now they are feeling that peace, that solidarity, and even deep emotional connection after the Black folks welcomed them into their community. And some of the redheads right now, they are saying that the exclusion they experienced from their community, even if it was on a smaller scale, it is just a small window into what the Black folks have been experiencing in the United States each and every time. Because, yes, they are redheads, but they are white. The system favors them so well, unlike the Black folks. But now, being that some of them are understanding the hardship that the Black folks have been enduring for years. For instance, the last woman on this clip who was talking about microaggression, there is a Black woman who dared her to talk about it online if truly she felt like she is in the Black community, so that she can fully be welcomed into that community and even invited to the cookouts. She went ahead and talked about the microaggression, because not all white people will be talking about the microaggression, the reparation, the slavery, but a few of them will be talking about it. Only those who understand the history of the Black folks and how they have suffered in the United States. So this woman actually went ahead and did it. She talked about it clearly, about the slavery and everything that the Black folks have been enduring, including even the GI Bills. After being welcomed into the Black community, some of them even broke down and said that they really never felt fully seen as right now. And even others went ahead and said that they didn't know that this is what the Black folks have been experiencing for years, and they still have that good heart to fully welcome them, to open arms and welcome them into their community. That's why you saw majority of them breaking down, because they were so happy. Even that woman was saying that if you are the Black woman who started this stuff, if she is stuck anywhere in Washington, she can holler her so that she can help her anytime. You see, this is the unity that we want in the community. But even after all this was said, not all things will be taken positively. Some people will come out with their negative stuff. Some said, especially some of the red heads, they said that the black people who started this are racist. Like, seriously. But almost 99% of the redheads were so happy that they have been welcomed into the black community. But again, other black folks were against it, that these redheads are not welcomed into our community. Maybe they will be snitching on the black folks. This is what the other black folks were saying. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you welcome the redheads into the black community? Because honestly speaking, before, I didn't know that the redheads are being isolated or misunderstood or ridiculed in their communities. I know that if they're white people, all of them are white people. I didn't know they're being judged because of their hair color or their appearance. You know, if they have been enjoying this for quite a long period of time, then I'm honestly sorry for them. You know, after being welcomed into the black community, some of the redheads actually are now becoming vocal and are using their platforms to talk about the hardship that black folks have been experiencing in the United States, such as police brutality, economic hardship, and even they're talking about systemic racism. Who saw this coming? Because not all the white folks will be talking about systemic racism. Just a few of them, as I told you earlier. And they're really grateful for you guys welcoming them into your community. So guys, I love the fact that after the redheads were welcomed into the black community, some of them, they went ahead and started speaking to their own communities that now that we have been welcomed into the black community, let's go there with respect. Let's go there with humility. Let's not center ourselves, and let's not bring our baggage and expect to be healed by others who are also fighting every day just to exist in the community. And they say that they should also be trying their best so that this allyship that they have with the black folks should continue each and every day. They don't want to break it because this is what they have been looking for quite a long period of time. And they said earlier before that if given just a small chance, they'll be so happy and they don't want to mess about it. And now they have the opportunity. This is why majority of them are trying to guide each other so that they cannot mess up with this opportunity. So guys, whether you are a redhead, whether you are a black folk, whether you are from any other community who has ever felt othered, this is the right time to reflect. This is a reminder of what can happen when people stop competing over pain and start connecting through it. Let this be a model. Let this be a mirror, and most of all, let this be the beginning of more bridges being built, more stories being shared, and more people showing up for one another. By doing this, the world can be a better place for all of us. Just see how the redheads have felt after being welcomed into the black community. They are seeing the importance of black folks right now. They are sharing the stories, the hardship the black folks have been enduring for all those years. And most importantly, they are learning the history of the black folks. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you welcoming the redheads into your community if you are a black folk watching this? And if you are a redhead watching this, how do you feel being welcomed by the black folks into their community? And do you have any message for the redheads and for the black folks? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I honestly do appreciate it. If you are coming across this channel for the very first time, my name is Judy, and kindly consider subscribing and also give the video a thumbs up. Until next time guys, see you on my next episode.